What's up, Gunpla Modelers? This is Stryderprime bringing you a new edition of GundamModels. How's everybody doing? Here's my inner frame of the perfect grade Exia, which is nice to look at, but obviously it needs more. It needs the painting and all that stuff. But in my recent video build that I just did, I'm still waiting for the paint, that special type of paint that I showed in my last video, to come in. Clearly, the minute it comes in, I begin painting and all that stuff. I may not show this now. I'll show this later because I'll do it in the background where I'll just begin painting the inner frame. But I need to take off the, the clear parts, take them off and paint them separately, and then put them together. Clearly sanding them down, give it the nice overall look to it. So once everything's painted and assembled, then I can then have that ready to assemble the LED light sets that hopefully when I get the notification that Samuel shipped it out, I'll just get it, put him in, and we're done. And of course, waiting for the color, that special type of rose gold color. When it comes in, I'll test it out and see how it comes out, and then put it on this guy when the time comes. So I have it ready for MosquitoCon 2018. And speaking of MosquitoCon, I haven't checked the date yet. Let me do that now. MosquitoCon. There we go. And sorry, I'm not showing it to you right now. I'm just pulling up the PDF. I'll post it right here on this video so you guys see the PDF. So MosquitoCon 2017 is going to be April 7th. Normally it's always like maybe April 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, but I think Easter is April 1st, so I don't think that's going to be March. I don't think it's going to be the weekend of that. Easter is going to be the following weekend. And then you see here, so it's going to be April 7th in the Wayne, New Jersey location. This year's theme is going to be the war in the Med. Don't know what that means. The Mediterranean? Medical units? No idea. I mean, clearly, even though I always do all the sci-fi and the robot section, I always look at all the other kits. You know, the tanks, ships. Ships I've always been a big fan of, and you have to have a lot of patience for for ships in various scales, whether it's 1/350th scale, 1/700 scale, the 1/44 scale. I still have a 1/44 scale submarine that I won at MosquitoCon a couple of years ago, which is only very few parts, but it's a big kit, and that's a lot of painting, a lot of work because of how big it is. I wish I could do it. I would like to do it. I'm holding on to that kit. I'm not getting rid of that yet. Excuse me. And speaking of kits that I don't that I want to build, I have all those non-Gundam kits that I've collected through raffles and stuff like that. Some of them were good. Some of them I don't need, but I took them anyway. And I've been meaning to post it on Facebook. Excuse me. Post it on eBay to make a couple of bucks out of it, because in all honesty, I'm not gonna make those kits, and they're taking up a lot of space in my house. So yeah, that's gonna be that's a plan to get rid of these kits. Some of them, but a few that I pre-selected, I said no, I'm building these because I like them. That they're there. The others is going to be sold sometime soon. I may post a photograph so people can see if anyone's interested in whether you want to buy a car or a tank. But was there a tank in that set? I don't remember. I won't do it now. I'll probably do it later on when spring comes along. Yeah. So right now I'm putting this on hiatus until I get all my stuff ready. Plus the fact that the weather has been a bit strange. The other week it was like frigid cold here in my room, and I was like, oh God, and I sealed up all the holes in my room so I can, then Then the temperature went up, and I was sweating balls in my own room. I was like, what the hell's going on with this goddamn weather? And I know that if I didn't want this room to be too hot where I can't, I don't know how will affect the paint of parts that I put on. So I was like saying, no, wait a minute, I'm going to wait a little longer before I'm going to start painting something. So I'm waiting for like when the temperature is a little bit stabler, not too crazy, and then I'll work on something at that moment so I can start, painting kits or whatever. That's why I didn't want to do this now. I'm going to hold out until February to paint this guy. So I'm going to paint something else, but just to get through things. And that's what I wanted to talk about, because obviously not only this kit is going to MosquitoCon, another kit I'm going to be building as well, which we'll discuss in a moment. So everything is all based on the weather, where whether you can try to get things done right, and you don't want your parts to come out wrong. There was something else that I want to discuss, and I'm trying to fix this, and that is my old Iwata Neo. There, you guys get to see that. I made a goof on this, and I was trying to repair it. This was one of my favorite airbrushes. Even though I use the Wave airbrush, this is still one of my favorite airbrushes that I use. And something happened where the whole thing fell apart while I was cleaning it. Let me show it to you. So this part here, which has the spring inside, there's this part here. Let me bring this down so you guys can see this. Actually, let me adjust the camera, so hang on a second. Okay, so this is the part, and there's this little part here that, let me if the instructions show it. This is just how to clean it and all that stuff. There's no parts manual. I had to go online to look it up. But how this works is, it's supposed to be like this. It's a rocker type thing where it's supposed to assist in the rocking motion of this part, right? This, on the other hand, is held by, I guess, a piece of metal that's there to latch it on. But I guess because I was cleaning it or whatever, it came off and it's not staying the way it is. If I put it in there, it could probably stay on. You know what? I'm going to test it out, because I had trouble doing this the last time. Don't know where I put my tweezers, so I'll have to use this one for now. See, that's the problem. This, yeah, there's no way to hold this on. I mean, if I put it in there, yeah, it'll be ridiculous for me. I would have to have tweezers to hold it in there, so I can stick that in here, and then stick that in there, and then stick the needle in there. So clearly this needs to be replaced. You know what? There was one point where I thought maybe if I can just get a hammer and just hammer it down, but I may cause more damage to this part to begin with. So I have to find this part. I have the part number. Checked eBay. Nobody seemed to have it. Let me put this back to where it was. But I don't want to lose this part. I don't want to lose this airbrush. This airbrush is really good. It has done a lot of good work for me, and I'm not giving it up just yet. The Neo has been a very, very good airbrush to me, and I'm going to recover it. So I got to look for the part for this guy. Come on. Which should be easy to get. So I'm definitely going to find a way to recover that part, put it on, and use it, because it's good to have just maybe 2 or 3 airbrushes, even the cheapy one, as a backup for whatever, something like this, where one gets damaged, or you want to switch from one color to another. So you have one airbrush for acrylics, the other one for priming, the other one for lacquer, something like that. But I went to I'm going to see if I can get it either from a third-party site, eBay, or maybe go directly to Neo Iwata itself and see if I can order it from there. So before I show you what I'm going to build, while I'm waiting for the paints and equipment that's going to be for the Perfect Grade Exia from MosquitoCon, I'm going to show you these three kits. Master Grade RGM 79SC GM Sniper Custom. Master Grade GM or RGM 79G GM Command Colony Type. Master Grade RGM 79C GM Type C. This one is from the Mosu variations, I believe, and I think it also segged into Double Zeta. This one is from 0080 War in a Pocket, and this is of course from 0083 Stardust Memories. All these 1/100 scale Master Grade kits. All of them I got from Gundam Planet, and I have been itching myself to build. I was going to do all three of them at the same time, like I did with the Gym Gyms. Remember when I did that last year? That was a little exhausting to do that. But this, yes, I wanna build these guys. But I'm gonna build one of them that you guys will help me with. Before we proceed, before I explain, let me explain this. Beginning of this year, there's a contest that the Gunpla Builders Association has announced called the Cannon Fodder Build-Off. It's being judged by someone by the name of Lynx, Bato Sai, True Gunpla, and guest judges Justinius, who I think is also from Justinius Build, and Zach Aurelius, which is oh, by the way, congratulations, Zach, congratulations. And it's basically, you know, to show off your skills building a kit like a cannon fodder suit. Do whatever you want, things like that. They have three categories: straight build category, advanced category, and custom category. Let me read it off. So straight build category, not fully painted kits. This category is more emphasis on posing and photography. Great category for new builders. Here's, you know, whatever. Advanced category, fully painted kit. Category here more emphasizes on painting skills and techniques. Excuse me. And customization, basically break it, kit bash it, do whatever you want. I don't know which one I'm going to select, depending on what I'm going to do. And that's where you guys come along. You tell me, which one of these three should I make? Should I make the sniper? Should I make the colony type? Or should I make the Type C? Comment down below and tell me which one you should make. Also, I want to build these guys this year, so I want to build them in order and how you guys tell me. So if you guys say, okay, build this one first, second, or third, just make sure you write that down. If you want me to build this one first, second, or third, or first, second, third, or third, 2, 3, I don't know how you want to do this. So just do it in that way. And then that way I can tally up which one has the most, number ones, which one has the most number twos, which one has the most number threes. Actually, to tell you the truth, that's stupid. I just should have thought of that. Disregard what I just said. Just say which one I should make. I will, of course, count off which one has the most number ones on either, which one. So if you guys say this one's number one, and I have few of this and fewer of this, and I know that this is second, this is third, so you know what I mean. So just say one, which one you want. And then once you guys tell me what it is, I'll begin planning it out, deciding how to, what to make. The contest runs from January 1st up until March 30th. Once you guys tell me and I sort it out, then I'll begin working on it, and I'll be able to send my entry email to these guys so they know I can start working. And I had to ask them, is it okay if I could show off my build on my channel? And they say yes. So I'll be doing that soon. So once I find out what you guys tell me, I'll announce the winner and I'll begin building it. Till then, while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me which GM kit I should make, I'm going to start making this for MosquitoCon. With that being said, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and stay tuned for more Gunpla models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.